would it be if the government banned us from eating sugar or drinking coffee? Pretty crazy, right? Well, Dr. Paul Finney, the president of the California Medical Association, has claimed that sugar and caffeine can be just as addictive as marijuana, if not more. Marijuana has been proven to relieve pain, reduce tremors, and assist people living with PTSD. If we also legalize marijuana, the crime rates would plummet. Also, the legalization of marijuana can be beneficial to the economy through taxpayers' dollars. I support the legalization of marijuana for its positive effects in the medical world, on crime rates, and on the economy. First, let's start this off by discussing all the effects that marijuana has had in the medical world. The most common use for medical marijuana is to relieve pain. Marijuana is not strong enough to relieve the pain from a broken bone or post-surgery. However, it is strong enough to control and relieve less severe pain. Studies have shown that marijuana assists with relieving chronic pain, especially the pain that comes with aging. It can also be a substitute for Aleve or Advil for the people that struggle with kidney problems. Marijuana is also proven to help with the pain of multiple sclerosis and general nerve pain. And in this area of pain, there are limited options for treatment. One of the options is being a heavy sedative opioid. According to studies, people with multiple sclerosis prefer medical marijuana over the heavy opioids because they found that it is much easier to do things after they had their treatment. Not to mention the fact that medical marijuana is a lot less dangerous and addictive than opioids. Medical marijuana can also be a muscle relaxer. People with Parkinson's disease have sworn by its effect on reducing tremors. Marijuana can also assist with the pain of fibromyalgia, edemosis, and other conditions that result in chronic pain. Marijuana not only assists with chronic pain and tremors, it is also known to be used to manage weight loss and nausea, and can also help treat veterans who have fought and battled and suffered from PTSD. Their therapists have claimed that they see a drastic improvement in their clients suffering with this disorder. It is also said to have helped the pain of irritable bowel syndrome, HIV, and Crohn's disease. Secondly, the legalization of marijuana has been proven to reduce crime rates by a lot. There have been studies in Colorado and Washington, places where marijuana has been both legalized medically and recreationally. They have found that after they passed the law, crime rates have dropped. For example, in Colorado, the number of cases brought against marijuana have decreased by 85% just in the first year of legalization. In Washington, the low-level number of court filings have dropped by 98% after passing I-502, the initiative that legalized marijuana. Also, the people convicted of marijuana possession in Washington decreased from 297 to 0. Similar declines have also happened in states such as Oregon, Alaska, and Washington, D.C. Marijuana does not completely get rid of crime, but it has been proven to reduce crime rates. The legalization of marijuana has also had an effect on property crimes and violent crimes. A study was held in the bordering states of New Mexico after the legalization of marijuana, and it has shown a major reduction in gang-related crimes, such as homicide and human trafficking. The study also suggests that by legalizing marijuana, it has reduced a need for marijuana to be illegally smuggled from Mexico. Marijuana has also been proved to be less dangerous than opioids for the reason that it is impossible to overdose on, and it is extremely difficult to become addictive. A study in 2014 has shown that opioid overdoses were 25% lower in states that have legalized marijuana rather than the states that haven't. Medical marijuana has also decreased the need for prescriptions for depression and anxiety, and it also has minimized the need for opioids for pain. Also, legalizing marijuana would also allow the police to focus on other bigger issues rather than marijuana-related charges. Finally, medical marijuana has shown positive effects in the economy as well. Within the past 10 years, the state of Washington has had over 214,000 people incarcerated for marijuana-related crimes, ultimately costing taxpayers over $300 million, and that is only in the state of Washington. Legalizing marijuana can save taxpayers a significant amount of money. Marijuana has also had an impact on tax revenue in the states where it has been legalized. In 2019, the state of Colorado has brought in over $302 million in taxes and fees of marijuana. Marijuana sales in the state have totaled over $1.7 billion. Could you imagine the impact it would have here in West Virginia? You and I are both aware that our state is struggling with money, and our economy is failing due to the decrease of coal mining jobs. And I firmly believe that legalizing marijuana would boost our economy by a landslide. If we legalize marijuana, dispensaries and farms would open up, thus creating more jobs and boosting the economy. Legalizing marijuana would create roughly 41,000 jobs until 2024. Marijuana legalization would also create various investment opportunities. Since marijuana is illegal, it makes it hard for investors to capitalize and bring in money from the industry. If we legalize, this opens up an opportunity for investments, which brings in liquidity. This could also save the United States a bunch of money. Legalization of marijuana enforcement costs $3.6 billion a year. If it became legal on a national level, those costs would go down dramatically due to the fact we wouldn't need an enforcement team anymore. In conclusion, I strongly believe that marijuana should be legalized on a national level. I also believe that medical marijuana or marijuana legalization in general could pull our state out of its funk and become extremely beneficial to us. Legalization of marijuana could positively impact not only our economy, but our drug problem as well, and it could also help a lot of people medically. I think that if marijuana helps at least some of the people struggling with seizures, tremors, chronic pain, or a drug problem, then it would be worth it alone. The pros just outweigh the cons. You can join me in this battle for legalization by signing petitions, calling your senators, joining a legalization enforcement club, and you can also educate yourself on the benefits so you can educate others. I will leave links to some petitions that I have found to support marijuana legalization. Thank you for your time.